Hey, I'm Hunt, and this is Hunt on LSU, your channel for LSU Fighting Tiger football talk. Enjoy the video. We want you to leave a comment below, hit that like button, and subscribe right below the video. Enjoy.
Meet the Freshmen. Freshmen, meet the Freshmen. They're the newest Tigers on the team.
We'll start on the defensive side of the ball. That's Dylan Carpenter, 6'3", 235 edge rusher. Certainly a guy down the pecking order in this class because you got a guy like Deshaun Womack at the head of the class. But Carpenter, one of these Louisiana, kind of lower rated, but productive, easy for the staff to scout, and maybe get some feelers from some high school coaches. He becomes a take. He was at Santa Ma. He was committed to Louisiana Lafayette in July of last year, so 13 months ago. Committed to Louisiana Lafayette. And funny how this worked out. He was offered the week of the LSU-Bama game and came to the LSU-Bama game. Well, if you're committed to Louisiana Lafayette and you're from Santa Ma and you get offered a scholarship to LSU and you go to the Bama game, what tends to happen next? Just connect those dots pretty quick. He committed to LSU on November the 6th. 6'3", 235 is good size. It's not great. 6'7" wingspan, which Carpenter possesses, is great. And he was uber productive with those long levers, pass rushing. And every scouting service had him as a 3-star. But on 3, watched the tape, and they said, no, this is a 4-star. And they moved him inside their top 300. And I think that his senior year opened a lot of eyes. It certainly opened the LSU staff's eyes. It opened the folks at On 3's eyes. And this is a developmental project, but a guy with tools, a guy from Louisiana. And we'll talk a lot about these guys. This is kind of the, I don't want to say the foundation or the backbone of the team. It's not. Championship teams are built on star players. I'm not going to tell you that the championship teams LSU's had are built on gritty 3-stars who got their way through 4 years at LSU. And maybe Dylan Carpenter becomes a first-round pick. I don't know. But at this point, for me to sit here and go, oh, this kid, he's got second-rounder written all over him. He's going to be an all-league player. Like, I would just be blowing smoke at this point. What I can tell you is objective. He's from Louisiana. He wanted to play at LSU. He's got really long arms, and he was really productive at Santa Ma. And he's probably not going to play very much this year. Go off into the subjective there. But there are a lot of guys with Akufo, with Swinson, with Wiggins, with Savion Jones. They got a lot of dudes, including Womack, who will play on the edge for this team. I don't know that Dylan Carpenter is one. But do I think he's got a chance to be a really good player at LSU? I do. I think he's got a chance. And I think the staff, jumped on an opportunity there, and I'm just not at all surprised. I didn't remember it like this when I went back and kind of researched what he was and what his recruiting journey was. I remembered he was committed to a smaller school. I remembered they flipped him pretty quick. I didn't realize it was the Bama week. I think I had some other things on the mind at that point, like winning a national championship became a possibility, and I wasn't necessarily thinking about, remember Dylan Carpenter. But Dylan Carpenter, a guy that a lot of folks around the southern part of our state, certainly our listening area, have seen him play a bunch and think that he's got a real chance. So Dylan Carpenter is our first freshman of the day today. The second is we'll do 2 every day until we've knocked them all out on the 15th, is Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown is a 6-foot, 171-pound wide receiver from Miami. He was thought to be a kid who would likely stay in Florida, and then you kind of heard the tea leaves coming like, LSU's really a factor here, and they got his commitment. He's a consensus 4-star, a top 100 player in the nation by everyone but On 3. So this is the flip of everything. On 3 was higher than ESPN or Rivals or 24/7 on Dylan Carpenter. Everybody else was higher on Jalen Brown than On 3. However, 4-star prospect by all of them. And this guy's got one tool that trumps all the other tools. Speed. He can run. He can run. He can run. He was a sub 10-7 100-meter guy. He did run the 200-meter as well. One of the fastest receivers in the class of 2023, and that's what he can bring to this LSU football team. He was an Army All-American that performed very, very well in San Antonio, and I don't know exactly where he fits in on this team. Certainly Neighbors, certainly Thomas would be ahead of him. Then you've got some of the other names that you've got to get to down the line. I don't know what Aaron Anderson's role is, but certainly he was a very highly rated player. I don't know what Kyle Parker's role in this class is. I don't know what Landon Ibietta's role is quite yet. We'll see what Chris Hilton do, and I'm excited to see what Hilton can do because that's another guy with just elite level speed. But Jalen Brown's a guy that I wouldn't even mind, and I know they won't do this. I don't even know why I would bring it up and give it to you because there's no chance. I would put Jalen Brown back on kickoffs. If you think it's risky to put a slender freshman at 175 pounds back there on punts because he might get rocked and fumbled, I got you. I'm okay. I want somebody with track speed back there running kickoffs back. And it doesn't. No coach seems to agree with me because LSU has continuously put like bigger running backs back at kickoff returner. Nick Brissett had a really good career, ran for 1,000 yards at LSU in his last year. Good player. I don't want him running kicks back. I didn't even like Clyde Edwards-Helaire when he was was it his junior year where he busted out the gate against Georgia and they ran him down. He's not the fastest guy. I want somebody to scare the bejesus out of you back there running kickoffs. I want Trendon Holiday back there. I want Trey Palmer back there. Cousin Trey. We got speed. Use our speed. I want Jalen Brown back there. I can put Chris Hilton back there too. But this is a loaded wide receiver room. I mean, it's a lot of dudes. I didn't even list them all. So I don't know if Jalen Brown gets there immediately. He's got to work on his route running according to the scouts, but the speed is elite. And it's not amazing size. It's just 6 feet, 171, but there's something to be said for guys that just go. And Jalen Brown is a guy that just goes. So I'm excited to see what he can do, and we'll certainly get a look at him as we get out there and watch practice coming up on Thursday of this week. LSU will report to camp tomorrow, and then they'll play practice on Thursday. Hey, thanks for watching Hunt on LSU. Before you get out of here, do us a couple of favors. Hit that like button, leave your comments below, and subscribe to the channel for all your Fighting Tiger football talk. See you next time.